Hey Olivia, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just want to start off by asking you to read or summarize one of your journal entries if you feel comfortable. First, I want you to, I know that's something we discuss. You're going to talk about the things that made you anxious, and then I told you to find a solution to the things that made you anxious. So, whenever you're ready, you can start that.
One of the things I wrote were that I'm going to be late for class, and this is unlikely and not serious, even if it happens. And I feel like I kind of like over exaggerate the thought that like it's going to happen, even though like it's never like happened. Besides like maybe like the first week of school when I don't really know my classes, but like it really like it hits me that I am.
That's good. I'm glad you came up with a positive solution. And did you have anything else that you wanted to share?
That I'll never finish this essay. I will talk to my teacher and ask for help. I am the type of person who will never procrastinate my work. I always get everything on the due date or ask the teacher for an extra day if I'm really struggling on something. But most of the time it's never past due, so I feel like that's another thing I think. It's like I do my work, but then at the same time I feel it gets in the back of my head that I won't get it done.
That's good. That's good though. You came up with a solution by talking to your teacher and realizing that not everything is always in control. So that's important that, sometimes you seek out help or you seek out support. And I saw you have one more thing that you wanted to share.
That like this is probably one of my biggest things that I don't have a lot of friends to talk to because they find me annoying.
And what are your solutions for that?
That I'm not annoying and that my friend never invited me to the football game. I feel like maybe her not inviting me to a game kind of made it seem like I was annoying. Like I just guess I put words into her mouth and was like her saying I'm annoying by not inviting me to a
And
game.
like, what emotions were you feeling when you wrote down these thoughts?
That I was really like overthinking. I was annoyed, and I think writing it down kind of made me feel better about myself and not like expressing myself on a paper made me feel better.
And can you describe how intense these emotions were on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'd say like a 7.
A 7. Well, that's completely normal to have anxious thoughts from time to time. Many people do, and it's something that we can work on together. Um, so, as you review your journal entries, let's pay attention to any patterns that you notice. Are there any specific situations or like any reoccurring thoughts that you're having when you're writing these down? Um, like, are there certain things that you are feeling or things that are in your mind when you're writing this down? Or are you feeling better when you're writing these motions down?
I feel like my biggest thing is definitely the friends thing. I feel like every time I want to write about something, I feel like it's always like the friends category that comes into mind. Like it's school is definitely there, but I feel like it's friends, and I just get really agitated talking about it or agitated, like just really agitated.
Okay. Well, I want to start by like discussing any physical symptoms maybe you're having when you're writing these thoughts down. Did you notice any physical sensations like a racing heart, tense muscles, anything that you were feeling physically when you're expressing anxiety?
Definitely, I'd say tough muscle. I feel like I was like really like
Like you're feeling
yeah,
stiff?
I feel like tough a little bit. That like when I wrote it down, I was like that was a little bit more of a relief for me.
Okay, that's great. So, when your money, well, sorry, when your mind perceives a threat, your body goes into a fight or flight mode. So it's like an alarm system that prepares you to respond quickly to danger. Some of the sensations you may feel is signs that your body is preparing to really like to react. So, did any of your worries lead to any specific actions or behaviors?
I'd say I definitely learned to keep more things to myself and not so much with my friends, and definitely like not telling them what's going on with me. Kind of like they didn't really have much to talk about. So if I didn't tell them something, they really didn't have anything to say about me. But every time I tell them something about me, that's what causes them to always have a say in everything.
Okay. Have you avoided any certain situations due to these worries, or there's certain things that you're trying to like, kind of like what you just said, you're not sharing things as much with friends and things like that?
I had a homecoming this past weekend, and a lot of girls were coming at me, so I decided not to go. And I feel like that kind of like, I guess, showed them that they won a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to school for my homecoming week, and they were like, "Oh, why didn't you go to homecoming?" And I was like, "Oh, I hurt my ankle. I couldn't go." So that was kind of my excuse. And then things like they never got brought it up again.
Okay. So, have you noticed any improvements in your thinking since you started using your journal?
Yeah, I feel like it's another way for me to express myself. If I'd rather not talk face to face to someone, I feel like writing it down and then expressing it's easier than just coming off and saying it.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's a big improvement to have. What have you learned through the process about yourself?
That I can be better and know my worth and not let people boss me around. It's either they could be jealous or they're going through stuff at home that they can't cope with, so they make fun of people like at school.
So it's the way that they're insecure and they're projecting their insecurities on you. Well, I want to commend you today for actively using your journal and reflecting on your experience. It's a sign of your dedication to your personal growth. So I will meet with you next week,
Okay.
and I'm just really happy that you're making improvements. So I hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.